Exposing Minute MBA. Minute MBA has been copying RSA Animate since its very first video, stealing every aspect of their unique way of illustrating and sharing world-changing ideas. These charlatans present a very one-sided agenda-driven message to all of its viewers. We will look specifically at the hoax and reveal its agenda for what it really is, the MBA hoax.
Minute MBA, 3 reasons why government shouldn't be run like a business. With Reaganism of the 1980s came the idealistic political stance that governments should be run like a business, with the president as both CEO and commander-in-chief, and Americans as shareholders and customers. Here are 3 reasons why the government shouldn't be run like a business. 1. Profit versus people. A corporation's mission is to make profits. This isn't just good business sense, it's also a legally binding component of incorporating.
When Ronald Reagan was in power, this man didn't believe in the open free market to regulate society. Remember, it was Alan Greenspan and Milton Friedman that approached Bill Clinton right after he was sworn into office, introducing the idea that it was time to let the free market regulate society, that checks and balances would even itself out, that corporations were now in power. We all know how that turned out.
Government's mission is to provide for all citizens through the common good, things like roads, schools, and police protection. In fact, if a government is profiting, then they are probably hoarding tax dollars for no good reason. Microsoft may be smart for keeping $36.1 billion in cash and liquid short-term investments, but the government would be letting people down if they sat on that much money and weren't using it to keep the country running.
Raise your hand if you hate Microsoft. Couldn't imagine anybody trying to defend that huge institution of theft. Software should be free to the people. Didn't they make enough money charging corporations and governments for copyright? Why do the people have to suffer now? Oh, that's right, because these psychopathic organizations don't care about you, and it's profit, profit, profit.
2. Shareholders versus citizens. There are 535 people in Congress, the president, and 9 judges. All of these politicians and judges answer to over 300 million Americans. That's a lot of decision makers, but it's this system of checks and balances that works to ensure each person's voice is heard. It isn't perfect. Lobbyists, special interests, and corruption still exist.
I don't agree with this one. Corporations are smart for legally hoarding money, but the government's not? Makes you want to pull your hair out. It becomes a blur of understanding when you start to realize that both corps and govs have the same agenda against people of any country. These people just simply don't care about you, and if there is a problem, the terminology they use is called externality. You're nothing but an externality.
3. Customers versus constituents. Companies have the luxury of dumping a line of business because it isn't profitable, or choose to streamline their offerings to serve just one sector of the population. Government agencies do not have this option. This is a good thing. Imagine if Apple ran the government. Fire and police departments would only answer calls to the homes of 20-something hipsters. We'd all have to use iTunes to file our taxes, and all legal disputes would be resolved at the Genius Bar. It would be horrible.
Companies have the luxury of dumping a business who employs people that have to count on wage labor to survive. How convenient. I don't know how many times tax-paying citizens got royally screwed over because of some old government control program that's out of date and wastes money. Wouldn't it be a good thing if the government could just simply stop wasting money? If I had the chance to walk into an Apple store and deal with paying my taxes over an iPad and electronically filing my returns online, wouldn't that be way better than waiting in line directly dealing with the government? Oh, that's right, that's what we do today. And isn't this woman a hipster herself? Exposing the Minute MBA hoax. If you like what you see and would like to receive more videos like this, please subscribe.